It's your girl, Miss Malik E, and welcome to Strong&Company. Today, I have the lovely artiste, Malik.
What's poppin', friend?
Now he's booked, busy, and blessed, so,
I try.
Yes, get right into it. So, tell me, what have you been doing?
I've been booked and busy. Last time we talked to each other, I was working on my album. It's out now, and it's doing really well. And by the time this interview comes out, hopefully Volume 2 and the deluxe edition will be out too. Done a movie, some more TV. Get ready to move. So okay. I'm excited.
So how does it feel to put out your very first album, EP?
I was scared as hell. It was between you and a couple of my other cousins. Y'all the only reason I put it out in the first place.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm one of those people, I listen to it a whole bunch of times. I'm just like, it's not good enough. And my cousin was like, he told me, he was like, and he's my creative director. He did all the pictures for the album and stuff. He told me, he said Beyonce wasn't built overnight.
Okay. What would you say is what gave you the motivation to like just go ahead and just do it?
If I don't do it now, when am I gonna do it? You know, like, I feel like I don't wanna, at 21, I don't wanna like wake up in 5 or 10 years and get stuck in a life I don't want. So
right.
I was like, no regrets, might as well go for it, so.
And you're getting a lot of good feedback, huh?
A lot of good feedback that I honestly wasn't expecting. So far, it's like, I think 10,000 streams in 13 countries, which is cool, so.
13 countries?
13 countries.
What are they? Name
of course, here, Canada, the UK, Mexico, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, Hong Kong, Russia, which is crazy to me.
Wow, the
So,
Russians.
you know, France, so I'm like, I'm ready. Look, world tour,
right.
Hopefully soon.
That sounds like Janet Jackson and shit. Control. Look, that is very good, Malik.
I'm
so
excited. Thank you. I'm super excited.
So I heard you got into acting. How does that feel?
Acting. I actually started off acting before I even attempted music, but this year I signed with an agency and they have been getting me a lot of work. I did a movie maybe 2 months ago. And it comes out in January, and I don't know how much I'm allowed to say before violating my... Yeah, so y'all will see that in January. I'm excited.
What's the name of the movie?
The movie's called The Pullout Game.
The Pullout Game?
The Pullout Game.
Oh, wow. Lord. Look.
It's about exactly what you think it is.
Okay. And so, where can we view the movie?
I believe it's going to be in some film festivals, and it's going to be mandatory viewing at Dallas ISD schools. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the producer said, and it's probably going to end up online somewhere at some point.
So, if you had to choose between singing and acting, what would you choose and why?
Depends on the day. Because, I don't know, I feel like with acting, I get to play a character, so I'm not necessarily myself. I try to bring myself into all the roles I play, but I'm following somebody else's direction because I didn't write it and I'm not the one behind the camera. But with music, I write and produce majority of my own music, so that's really my baby. So I have full control over it, and I'm an Aries, so I like to be in control of everything. So it just depends on the day. When I get a role I really like, I'm all in. And when it comes to music, when it's mine, I'm all in too.
Okay. So say they give you a little gig and they be like, okay, boom. This is gonna make you be a star, but you gotta quit singing. Would you do it?
No. I trained in all 3 of them, music, acting, and dancing, so I just want to make sure that I give all of them equal time and opportunity. So, and I feel like I could try to make them work at different times. Who's to say I'll always be working on the album when I'm doing a movie or vice versa, but I'm always going to do both.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. So that means, we can probably see you on Broadway somewhere.
That's my biggest end goal. I've been doing a lot of work like on camera, but I love the theater and the stage. That's where I started.
Right.
Miss White Turner and Mr. Mason did a great job. So so that's where I started. That's home for me.
Right. So speaking of home, life after college.
Life after college has been a roller coaster ride. And I talk about it a lot on the album. It's kind of like I was always used to being the best at everything, and then college really humbles you. Right. And you learn a lot about yourself, and then coming back home, it's been a roller coaster. It's been good times, it's been bad times. Right. It's been a lot.
So, but the good times are near because you said you were moving to California.
I am. My agent is working on some stuff, and I'm working on some stuff. And if that's where the work and the money is, that's where I'm going. So.
You excited? You nervous?
Both. Really, both. Excited. I'm excited to get to see who who I can collab with, who I can work with.
Right.
The sunny weather all
Right.
the time, you know.
Because, you know, every person I met or just seen come up, you know, they always talk about when I first moved to Cali, I was homeless. I did
And
this, I did that.
thank God I have a good couple of friends who live in California,
Right.
but the reason I'm working so hard right now is so I don't have to go there and be homeless. I'm not saying the struggle is not gonna be there, but
Right.
I'm trying to have all my ducks in a row because that's just
For real,
something
for
I don't
real.
want to have to deal with.
Yes. So, back to the acting. So, how many times do you have to audition for something before you get a gig?
Oh, depends. For the movie I just did, I auditioned like 4 times.
4 times?
My agent called me on a Friday. My audition was on a Sunday. I did 2 auditions that day. I had to go do another 2 auditions on that Tuesday, and then we started filming Friday. So sometimes it's a quick turnover process. And then with like theater stuff, it's like they'll call you to audition for acting one day, and the next day it'll be like music and dancing, so they can make sure you can handle it. So sometimes it's a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. And with the music, what process do you have to go to get your music approved and stuff?
I have full control of it, but it's a couple of services I use. I just recently got everything registered with BMI, so I own all my rights as a publisher, songwriter, and as the artist. But
that's good.
Being in control of it is cool, but at the same time, it is a lot of work doing it by yourself. That's why some things take so long.
Right.
So, because it's like I have to go through and make sure everything is right, and paperwork and timing, and you know, I wouldn't mind having a label when the time is right, but for right now, I'm good doing it on my own.
Right, independent, the way to go. So, who are your inspirations musically and in theater?
Oh, okay. So, theater and acting. Leslie Odom Jr.
Okay.
Viola Davis is always one. Always. My legend has been doing theater now. So
really?
yeah, he just won. He just got his full EGOT status with Jesus Christ Superstar.
What?
And then Norm Lewis for theater, and then of course as far as regular acting, Denzel, Morgan Freeman, the usuals. I'm a really big fan of Michael B. Jordan and what he's been doing lately. Chadwick Boseman, who was a Howard alum. And then music, I listen to so many people. Of course, Michael Jackson, and you got Prince and Janet Jackson, Beyonce, Janelle Monáe, Bruno Mars, Grace Jones. I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of different people. I can listen to every genre of music except for like punk rock and make me feel like I need to pray afterwards. But
okay, heavy hearted stuff.
yeah, but everything else I can listen to, even country, because we can't avoid it living in Texas. So.
Right. And it's basically just R&B in a way.
It's pretty much.
Right.
It's R&B with like acoustic guitar.
banjo and stuff.
So it's true. It's true.
Yes. So, do you ever see yourself going back to school?
Maybe. I'm not opposed to it. It's just one of those things. Once I truly found my passion, which is the arts, I got into a couple of performing arts colleges, but the cost was just so ridiculous. And a lot of performing arts schools, they do it where you go in and you're not allowed to work anymore.
Right.
So now I'm getting some steam with my career. So it's kind of like, But I'm always open to do workshops and take a class here and there on different techniques because I'm always willing to learn. So.
Right. Do you think college is a scam?
I think you have to make the best of college with what you make it. Like I said, if I got accepted to a whole bunch of performing arts schools once I left Howard, I just could not afford to go. And I'm always down to learn. So workshops for different styles of dance, different acting techniques is always a good thing. And I think I learned more about myself the 1 year I spent in DC at Howard than I did the whole 18 years beforehand.
Dang.
So I think college, even academics aside, just learning more about yourself.
And meeting new people.
And learning how to be in a different environment. Cause you're 1,500 miles from home. I have seen, and going to Howard, it's like I'm encountering black people from all places. Like some of them got Caribbean accents, some of them speak French, and some of them are actually from Africa. So it's a melting pot. And I think everybody should at least go for the experience. You gotta grow up.
Especially, yes, because you know me, I go to PWI, so you know I'm around Indians, Africans, Asians.
Yeah, you around everybody.
I'm around everybody.
And I got the greater part of the experience. Like Howard is in the middle of DC, so like we weren't a closed campus, so it's people from everywhere. Like at the old job I used to work at, I used to encounter people from all over the world. Cause I used to work at a museum, so it's like Chinese people, Japanese people, and so it's really cool to interact with other cultures, in like a positive way.
Right, in a very positive way. So, do you have any advice for somebody that might be at home or at college, just, you know, trying to achieve their dreams? but they're having a hard time?
Don't procrastinate. Please. Do not procrastinate. Also, breathe. I think sometimes we get so caught up in making the grade or paying this particular bill because college is really stressful. So I would say just know that whatever God you believe in, they're going to take care of you.
Right.
As long as you put in the work and don't get overwhelmed, because a lot of people get overwhelmed and burned out really, really fast. So don't procrastinate and just prioritize your time. It's okay to party and turn up and all that other stuff, but make sure you get your money's worth when it comes to your classes and all that other stuff.
Okay, for real.
College is too expensive to be playing games.
True. So where do you want to be in the next 5 years?
5 years. So let's start with next year first.
Okay, right. Okay.
So next year, get settled in the LA, second album, hopefully a tour, more movies and TV. Start working on a couple of my business ideas. I don't know if they'll be finished, but I want to start them. I have an idea for a short film that I kind of want to do, like be behind the camera, so I want to test that out. And then start my book. I don't know if it's going to be finished next year, but I'm going to start it. And then 5 years, I think once I've established myself in entertainment, I really want to move to London. And like, I think I'll probably settle in London and just chill the rest of my life. Yeah.
Okay, so you say you got a little business ideas. Can you give us a little sneak peek or a surprise?
I'll give you a little bit of intel. So,
okay.
Business ideas. I think it'll be cool to own a restaurant.
Okay.
Hotels. When I first started at Howard, my major was business with a minor in hospitality. So opening a hotel has always been a dream of mine. I don't think it's a lot of people of color that do that, and I think that'll be really cool. And then hotels lead to amusement parks and resorts and all that kind of stuff.
So your book, though, what would your book be about?
I don't think I've had enough life experience to write a memoir just yet, like an autobiography, but I'm really a big nerd, contrary to popular belief. So it's like probably somewhere in the sci-fi adventure realm. I'm thinking like, I'm thinking like one of us from our backgrounds, like goes to Africa and all hell breaks loose. That's where we're going with it so far. So yeah.
Okay. So we can be expecting that getting started maybe in what, 2020?
2020, you know, I've already been like playing around with the ideas. Like I have journals and journals full of ideas for songs, movies, businesses. And so I'm just trying to pick and choose which one I focus on and which.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell the people where they can go stream Rated M.
Rated M is available on all music platforms: Tidal, Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes, and I'm excited. Volume 2 will be out by the time this is released. So stream Rated M Volume 1 and 2 wherever you are. Stream it all night if you have to.
Yes.
Tell your friends, retweet it.
Grannies, aunties, uncles.
Listen, I got a lot of aunties and uncles that like my music.
That is good. So that means your music is versatile for everybody, all ages.
It's called Rated M not because it's inappropriate. It's called Rated M just for maturity, because it's just the whole album is about the roller coaster ride that it has been since I've been home from college.
Right.
So, and that roller coaster ride of being a young adult. So that's why it's called Rated M. And
that is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I thought it was called Rated M because of Rated Malik. But you know, the way you wrote that down, that was very poetic.
I try. And everybody, hopefully, you'll see me doing some shows starting next year.
Yes.
Soon to be announced.
So where can the people follow you?
They can follow me at Official Malik Music on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and Snapchat is _Malik Show, and that's Malik for those of you who don't like to spell my name correctly. So
okay. Thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you for having me.
And as always, it's your girl, Miss Nella E. Follow me on IG at MISS Nella NELLAE. And make sure to follow the page Strong&Company on Instagram. And as always, I'm sending out love, peace, and hair grease.
Don't forget to listen to Strong&Company Fridays
at 6 p.m. Link in bio.